It is Inside the NBA. It comes to you live from Studio J right here in Atlanta. And it is presented by McDonald's. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal.
When are they going to bring
Kenny the Jet Smith and Charles Barkley. What now?
Man, you don't have to get everything who
Dude,
sponsors us.
you would, if they have Nuggets coming here, you wouldn't eat them?
I didn't say that.
Chuck would not be opposed.
I'm not turning down no damn
That's
nuggets.
my point. So, please, can we get some stuff up in there?
Let's see the power of Kenny Smith and see what happens tomorrow night when we're here after another doubleheader. Meantime, let's hit the highlights because we got ourselves a series, boys and girls. What was once 3-0, now 3-2. Kevin Durant again can't go, fourth time in this series, as Austin Reeves comes back for the Lakers, and right off the bat shoots one from the logo.
Yeah, he came back, but the Lakers still didn't play with enough effort, enough energy from him.
They did not. And you got to give the Rockets a lot of credit for 3.5 quarters. Everybody was eating, everybody was touching the ball. Then for some reason, they went into this pre-bent offense. Not sure what the hell that was.
LeBron there. Yeah, they got the early 10-point lead, Kenny.
Yes, I thought the Lakers played with effort. I just thought the Rockets played with more effort, you know?
No, they didn't play with desperation to get this thing over in my opinion.
Stop it, Kenny.
Halftime, 51-47 Rockets with the lead. Jabari Smith.
But now, you know, it's a real game now, and Jabari played great. Way to go, Auburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a real game now. They're getting closer and closer. It's now 3-2. The Lakers were up 3-0. It is getting interesting right now.
He did.
See, Ernie, once you shoot that thing, Jabari.
He had said already, he said, hey, we're obviously the better team.
He got a chance to
trying to back it up. Sengun got all those moves.
You know, when the Rockets were moving the ball and everybody was touching it, they were tough. Oh, my goodness.
Good block. DeAndre Ayton played with effort today.
DeAndre's played well.
Yeah.
He played well.
Rui Hachimura lines up a 3, and suddenly...
But I don't think you can play from behind in a closeout game. You got to play from ahead.
Oh, left hand.
And LeBron... it's a 3-point game. But then Reed Sheppard hit a big bucket and then came up with this big steal.
Got you back from the other night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, talking now, baby. Talk that talk now.
LeBron, won't go.
Austin
Reeves, ain't going to go either. But there is Ayton.
But this was a great challenge. Are we going to show the challenge? That was the biggest play of the game. It's one of the biggest plays.
One of the biggest ones for sure.
Yeah,
that was an offensive foul.
Well, they didn't call it, and you're not a ref.
Well, you were the challenge.
Houston Rockets stay alive. 99-93, not only stay alive, they force a Game 6 in their gym with a chance to send this back to L.A. for a Game 7. Let's welcome to the proceedings Reed Sheppard. Reed, thank you very much for spending a little time with us. Ernie Johnson, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq.
Yeah, these young guys from the Houston Rockets, these guys have huge heart. These guys are active. They're always scrambling and running around the ball. Lakers are a little bit older, so these young guys are giving the Lakers everything they got.
I know you don't have a monitor, you can't see these, but take me through the two huge, you hit a bucket and then you get the steal on LeBron. Tell me about that sequence.
Yeah, sorry about my voice. I'm a little sick right now, but I'm super proud of us. After what happened in Game 3 and for them to make their run late, and then all of us to stay in the fight, and then my number was called to go get a bucket, so I was able to do that, and
to get that steal.
And to gamble a little bit and get a steal, so it was good to get that one back for sure.
Just a quick follow-up on that before I turn it to Shaq. You had to sit there, you and your teammates sat there after Game 3, and Ime made you guys watch those last 30 seconds, which included a play you'd like to have back. How satisfying was it to turn the tables on LeBron tonight?
It was great. You never want to lose a game that you're up, and you definitely never want to lose it like that. So being able to kind of control that ending of the game a little better and get the win was huge.
Reed, great job tonight. With Katie not playing, you guys have a meeting, and say to yourselves, okay, everybody gets to eat. We're going to just swing the ball, and everybody get to take shots.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously Kevin's a great player, and we know how many points are out on the court when he plays. So we just got to space the floor and get open shots and not make them and do what we do.
You know, I looked at you guys. I talked about your stats at halftime. It was the offensive FJs were very well dispersed. Everybody, and I thought that led to y'all defensive intensity, because a lot of times when guys, you know, when they scored and getting shots, they play with better defense. Did you agree with that?
No, for sure. You know, that's big on us. We're trusting each other, and everyone's super confident playing right now. And like you said, you know, when everyone's touching the rock and you get a couple shots to go in, and then that makes you guard better, and everyone's just more impactful in the game.
You know, Reed, you know, when you're playing at the highest level, I think all three of us could say we've had games where we wanted to take something back. And obviously after game 3, when LeBron makes that tip behind you, what's your bounce back way? Some people hear everything, they got to watch it. Some people get in the gym. What did you do to come back and have these bounce back performances?
Yeah, I definitely watched it. I watched it after the game with the team, and then I watched it the next morning as well. But as soon as I got done watching that, I got some shots and treatment, and then just kind of flushed it and got ready for game 4. You know, quick turnaround. So just shifted my mindset to go out there and win and compete.
A confident Houston Rocket team now. Reed Sheppard, thank you very much for spending some time with us. Good luck in Game 6, maybe heading back to L.A. Thanks, man.
Yeah, Game 6 is going to be interesting. They say there has never been a NBA team that was down 0-3 and that has came back to win. Can the Houston Rockets win 4 straight games?
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
I never watch my mistakes.
You never watch
Well, you don't have that much time.
No, I never watched it.
You be watching TV 24 hours. You be watching TV all day long.
Yeah, you can leave yourself open to that.
You know, it's just, no, seriously.
Who's got that much time in front of the screen?
Did you like watching games where you played bad or you did something wrong?
I never watch my mistakes. I memorize my mistakes.
I do the same. I'm a memorizer, but I'm not going to watch it.
But wouldn't you have film sessions and you had to watch it?
Listen, what I would do is I want to watch positive reinforcement.
Exactly.
I just saying.
Here's my question.
I'm just saying me.
Wouldn't there
beat y'all twice. That's why we beat y'all twice.
Wouldn't there be film sessions where you had to watch that?
No.
Yes.
Listen.
No. Yes.
No.
Listen, thank you, Shaq.
No.
Shaq, what would you do when they would? I probably did the same. When they would put that point on, what would you do?
What do you mean?
Like if they were like, "Oh, we're gonna watch this," you'd be like, "I'm not." You would
I'm not
fake
watching
like
that.
you're paying attention and not look.
Because one, I know it was my fault.
100%.
And I know what I got to do the next game. And guess what? Great players don't like to have 2 bad games in a row.
There you go. I just couldn't watch.
It's fine to
It's
watch
different
the
ways.
mistakes.
No,
I mean,
it's not.
The way Amy took them right after the game said, guys, and that kind of gave them confidence probably going, because realistically, they've outplayed them guys 3 straight games. So I understand why he showed it after game 3. He says, guys, you know, even though they beat us in the first 2 games, we had a 6-point lead with
27 seconds left.
And the ball.
Yeah.
And now you see the last 2 games, you know, got Jabari. I don't know if he should be coming and saying they got the best team when you're down 3-1. But if they don't make mistakes, they're going to get good shots. The Lakers are not full strength. LeBron is wearing down. Let me tell you that. LeBron's wearing down. You know, I saw all these idiots and fools on television. LeBron's playing great for a 41-year-old in game 1 and game 2. And he played great in game 1 too. But when you get older, the longer a series goes, his efficiency is coming down. And what it's doing is it's affecting Kennard and Smart, because they're not getting wide open shots anymore.
Well, LeBron needs some help too. Them bums, them dudes ain't helping LeBron, man. They gotta help LeBron. It's only so much the 41-year-old dude can do.
Look at their numbers are coming down too.
Right. They didn't have the 24 turnovers they had in game 4, but they turned it over 15 times for 18 Houston points. And this one here is J.J. Redick.
Yeah, you know, again, another period in the second quarter where we just turned the ball over. You know, certainly had some long stretches where we didn't have successive turnovers, but that was part of it. Little bit of game plan and KYP mistakes defensively for us in that second quarter. You know, you got to give them a lot of credit. They made shots tonight, including some guys who normally don't make threes. I think our defense, you hope 99 is enough to win, and we just couldn't make shots. Missed some layups. Certainly had some good looks from three that didn't go down. But we'll take a look at the whole process and take a look at the substitution patterns and figure out where we can be better in Game 6.
I don't know if you're hitting panic button, but how close are you doing that if you're the Lakers now after losing the last two?
I mean, it's simple. You have to come out and play with the killer instinct. You have to have that intensity.
Where was that tonight?
I have no idea. I hate watching the Lakers play sometimes because towards the end they try to play the hero ball. Okay, we're going to start playing hard now, and if we hit this three, it'll tie the game. That's not going to work. LeBron knows that and understands that. These young guys need to understand that. The crowd was flat. They played flat. They played with no intensity. They didn't have focus, and I'm glad the Rockets beat them. We know what it needs to be done to win the championship. LeBron knows that. I'm surprised that they didn't come out with that effort and intensity, and I'm super disappointed in the Lakers tonight.
Well, I think the one thing that you have, what's that?
The panic button.
No, you can't hit that.
No, the panic button, because they're not going to win.
To win.
No, they're not going to win.
Why?
They're going to have to win Game 7.
Why would you be nervous today?
I didn't say what I said.
Why would I press a panic button if I'm the Lakers?
Because the Lakers know they're not going to win Game 6.
Why do we know that?
Oh,
Why would we know that if you're the Lakers?
Because the Rockets got all the momentum. They got all the momentum.
We know Charles Barkley is always trying to say who's going to win. He's always trying to put the future out there, and typically he's wrong. Just because the Houston Rockets won tonight don't mean that they're going to win the next game. I mean, Houston done won 2 games in a row. Maybe it's time for the Lakers to win. The Lakers are going to go in and regroup, going to come with a whole new game plan. Game 6, come on. Austin Reeves came back one game, got a little bit of the cobwebs out of him. He's going to be ready Game 6. The GOAT, LeBron James, is going to be ready Game 6. Come on, Charles.
They're going to win Game 6. If the Lakers going to win this series, they're going to have to win in 7. And if I'm the Rockets, I'm just going to turn it up a whole nother level. I'm going to try to get LeBron and wear him down even more. And then Austin Reeves, who hasn't played but one basketball game in the last month, I'm going to see, because they were going at him on the defensive end. They went at him. So I'm going to go at those two guys. I want to see what they're going to have in 48 hours.
I agree with that. However, if you're a Laker fan, you go, well, Austin Reeves is his first game back. Can he give us the Joel Embiid effect? Meaning he got his feet wet. Now he can say, hey, I'm myself, and I could play a little bit more aggressive, and I could take shots and be the – because more he was trying to be a facilitator, but Austin Reeves is a scorer. Let's be honest. He's a scorer.
Just 4 for 16.
Yeah, but he could say, oh, I got my feet wet. Now I could just, that's the Laker hope, that he can go on the road and be that. I'm not saying that it could happen or not happen, but I wouldn't push a panic button.
Oh, this is a panic button. I'm telling you, you can start pressing it right now, because they're not going to win Game 6.
Lakers fall 99-93, and the streak ends for LeBron James. He had won 16 games in a row at home with a chance to close out. But that streak ends tonight. They head back to Houston for Game 6.